absolute legends. In 2019, Video Game Player of the Century Billy Mitchell sued Twin Galaxies for defamation after they removed his high scores from their database and said he didn't achieve them on original hardware. For almost 4 years, this lawsuit has dragged on, and thankfully for everyone involved, it looks like it should be wrapping up and going to trial sometime this year. The crux of Twin Galaxies' defense so far has been centered around 2 videotapes that show Billy's high scores, and it's been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that the gameplay seen on these videotapes cannot come from an original Donkey Kong arcade. Instead, they must have come from an emulator. Billy Mitchell seems to have lied and said he played on an arcade machine when he in fact didn't. And this opens up the possibility for cheating in numerous ways. In his lawsuit against Twin Galaxies, Billy claims these videotapes don't matter because he achieved the scores live and he has witnesses. How is it possible that he performed them at a live event in front of hundreds of people if he faked it and actually played on an emulator? The videotapes must be fake, or are not his actual gameplay, or should just be ignored because he has real people that say he really did it, and they saw it happen, so it must be legit. As Billy said in his lawsuit, if everyone is lying, it must be a conspiracy akin to that of the Kennedy assassination. But here's the problem. The videotapes were the only tangible evidence these scores ever happened, so that's all anyone had to go off. Aside from the tapes, it was just people saying that it happened, which really doesn't cut it. There was no footage of Billy actually playing. There was nothing to indicate that he was even there or that he played at all. That is, until now. For the first time in 15 years, photos of Billy Mitchell at one of these events where he claims to have achieved one of his world records have surfaced. And I'm not going to beat around the bush. These photos absolutely destroy Billy's case. He is done. There is no more doubt Billy will lose his lawsuit. These photos do more damage than anything that has come before them, and I'm not exaggerating. Even if you disregard all of the videotape evidence, Billy's world records would still be disqualified and he would still be banned for lying just because of these photos. So how is that even possible? Let's find out. I really hope you enjoy. Now legends, I am super excited because this video is sponsored by Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon is a high-protein, zero-sugar cereal that just might be the greatest thing humans have ever invented. I absolutely love cereal. I could easily smash an entire box. But generally, cereal has very high sugar and low protein. It's just not ideal for someone like me who wants to lose fat and build muscle. When Magic Spoon wanted to sponsor me, I was very skeptical. I am a cereal connoisseur, this is my ballpark, but I was very impressed with how good it is. I can easily fit Magic Spoon into my diet because of its macronutrient profile, but it honestly feels like I'm cheating because of how delicious it tastes. Personally, my favorite flavor is fruity, and I eat it before bed. This helps me stick to my diet throughout the entire day because I really have something to look forward to. For those looking to improve their body composition, or just want a cereal with more natural ingredients, I cannot recommend Magic Spoon enough. And if you click the link in the description or use the promo code LEGEND, you will get $5 off your order. And Magic Spoon are so confident, they provide a 100% money-back guarantee if you are not happy. Again, you can scan the QR code, use the code LEGEND, or go to magicspoon.com/legend to get $5 off today. When Twin Galaxies banned Billy Mitchell in 2018, they did so because of videotapes showing 2 scores. The first is a 1.047 million point score Billy achieved in 2004, known as the King of Kong score. It's called this because this score is featured in the King of Kong documentary. The second is a 1.05 million point score Billy achieved in 2007, which is known as the Mortgage Brokers score. This is because he supposedly achieved it at a mortgage broker's convention. The videotapes for both of these scores show footage that isn't legitimate. This is a fact, and it's why he was banned. But aside from that, there was no other evidence that Billy even played the game, aside from a few people saying it happened. Well, to be completely fair, the King of Kong score actually does have 0 witnesses. It's the Mortgage Brokers score that Billy has a few witnesses for, and it's this Mortgage Brokers score that we now have photos for. So let's take a deeper look into this. Of course, as the tape shows the score wasn't done on an original arcade, we'd assume he didn't actually get the score at the event. But for a moment, let's forget all about the videotape and humor Billy's argument that the tapes don't matter. In his lawsuit against Twin Galaxies, Billy submitted 5 witness statements saying they were at the event when the score happened. 2 of these statements are from people who worked at the convention. They just say they were there when it happened, but they don't say they actually saw him get it, and they aren't even Donkey Kong players, so they have no idea what's going on anyway. We all know that Billy likes to lie in public, as he recently showed, so a random person thinking a score happened when it really didn't doesn't mean much. So we can disregard those 2 statements. This leaves 3 witnesses that say they directly saw him get the world record. The first is from a guy called Richard Malyon. He says he watched Billy's score reach beyond 1 million points and that he saw him achieve his targeted score. Richard is actually a childhood friend of Billy's. In fact, he appeared opposite Billy in the school yearbook. But let's not hold that against him. While it is common for friends to lie for each other, let's not assume that's what happened. Now, when I'm deciding whether or not someone is trustworthy, what I do is create 2 columns. One for yes, I should trust them, and one for no, I should not. Then I put things into each column and weigh them up at the end. So first, I can see that Richard dresses really well. He has a nice suit, and he has a nice watch. No one who dresses this well could lie, so I'm going to put that into the yes column. For the no column, there isn't much I've found out about Richard that really concerns me, except for this super tiny detail of him pleading guilty to conspiracy, securities fraud, money laundering, and criminal contempt in 1996 after an FBI sting operation. I mean, it's probably nothing, but it would be remiss of me if I didn't include it. Back to the yes column, Richard just seems like a super friendly and nice guy. I mean, no one who looks this happy could lie, so this has to go into the yes column. Now, looking at the no column, I'm going to be super nitpicky here and include this other small thing. And look, maybe this is being too judgmental, but I'm going to go ahead and add to the fact that he was charged again with fraud in 2019 by the SEC and had to pay back $750,000. It's probably not even worth bringing up, but again, I just want to be fully transparent. However, I must say that Richard has some really good motivational quotes on his Twitter feed. I mean, look at these quotes. They are truly inspirational, and he puts his name in bigger text than the person who actually said the quote. So when you think about it, who said the quote really? I'm going to have to put this into the yes column. Now, I should probably leave it there, and at this point, I really am not being fair to Richard, but I'll just add one more thing, and I'll let you decide. In 2021, Richard was unfortunately arrested for conspiracy to commit fraud. Look, he has just not been lucky when it comes to fraud. He keeps getting caught. I, for one, do not hold this against him. When I look at this table, I see 3-3. It's pretty even. Personally, I'm leaning towards trusting the guy, but you let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, so Billy's first witness is a bit sketch. Who's number 2? Billy's second witness that says he saw him get it is Todd Rogers. Oh boy, this is not going well. Okay, hit me with number 3. Surely we're going to get a winner. The third witness that says they saw Billy get the score is Kim Mahoney, who is also Todd Rogers' girlfriend. I'm going to be completely honest here. I'm getting the impression that Billy's witnesses may not be entirely trustworthy. Anyway, let's take a look at these new photos. Remember, this is the first time we've seen any footage of Billy at this event in 15 years. So there's Billy and Todd, and Billy's talking to some dude, and that looks like the Donkey Kong cabinet behind Billy. It's got a VCR on top, which is how they recorded the score. It all looks pretty legit so far. There's Billy and Todd posing with a couple of people. There's a camera that was recording Billy play, even though that footage doesn't seem to exist for some reason. Here's Billy and Todd posing again with the thumbs up. Maybe this is just after Billy got the world record. I have to admit, everything here looks pretty legit, and oh my god, what is that? That joystick is not an original Donkey Kong joystick. This arcade machine does not have original, unmodified Donkey Kong arcade hardware. This is an original Donkey Kong stick. It's got a big black ball and a short column. The stick on Billy's arcade is a tall stick with a smaller ball, and it's obviously red, so the stick has been changed to something else. On top of that, it appears to be an 8-way stick. Now, the original Donkey Kong stick is 4-way, which means it can only go up, down, left, and right. But an 8-way stick, like the one you would find on all modern arcades, can also go diagonally. When it comes to Donkey Kong, an 8-way stick fundamentally changes the way the game can be played. If you want to steer barrels while on a ladder, you have to stop and hold left or right, because you can't go up and to the side at the same time. But with an 8-way stick, you can continue to climb ladders while steering barrels by using the diagonals. With an 8-way stick, you can do things you can't do on an original arcade, which is why they are banned. So not only is the stick not original, which was totally banned, it looks like an 8-way stick, which is extra banned. And not only would Billy's world record still not count because of the modified stick, but Billy would still also be banned for lying about it. And oh boy, did he lie about it. His entire lawsuit against Twin Galaxies is based on the premise that he played on unmodified original arcade hardware, which is categorically not true. Not only from the videotapes, but now from the photos as well. And his lawsuit is full of lies where Billy claimed the hardware was unmodified. And not just Billy, the referees who adjudicated the score lied as well. Todd Rogers and his girlfriend Kim Mahoney both say in their sworn statements that Billy played on unmodified hardware. Everyone just got caught out, big time. And it gets even worse, because these photos don't just affect the Mortgage Broker's score world record, they also affect the King of Kong score as well. This is Robert Childs, who is also a longtime friend of Billy Mitchell. For those with a very good memory, this is the same guy that was in the infamous fake board swap video. He has been lying on behalf of Billy for years. He is part of the con artist clique. Robert Childs runs Arcade Game Sales, which is an arcade retailer in Florida. Arcade Game Sales is important because this is where Billy claims he achieved the King of Kong world record, on an arcade cabinet provided by Robert Childs. Now, as part of his case, Billy Mitchell also submitted a sworn statement from Robert Childs, and Robert states in 2003 he helped Billy by providing an arcade machine. He swore that this was an original Donkey Kong arcade machine. He says this same machine was used when Billy got his King of Kong score in 2004, and says this same machine was used again in 2007 at the Mortgage Brokers Convention. This means that not only is the Mortgage Brokers score disqualified because it was a modified machine, but because Robert Childs swears it was the same machine used in 2004, the King of Kong score is disqualified as well. Billy Mitchell, Todd Rogers, Kim Mahoney, and Robert Childs were all lying about the arcade machine that was supposedly used, and now it's proven. You may be wondering why Billy would lie about something that can so obviously be disproven, and the answer is that Billy didn't know these photos existed. In fact, the entire Donkey Kong community didn't know these photos existed. They were only made public recently, and not by Billy Mitchell. These photos were never made public, and they were only retrieved now by directly contacting the organizers of the convention, which luckily still had them. I cannot stress enough how damning these photos are. Even if you were to disregard every single thing that has ever been said about Billy being a cheater up until this point, based solely on these photos, Billy would still lose his lawsuit against Twin Galaxies. His records would still be removed, and he would still be banned, because these photos show his records are not legitimate. I cannot wait until this goes to trial, and you best believe that when it does, I'm going to cover it. I'm excited, and I think you should be too, because this is going to be a lot of fun. As always, thank you so much for watching.
still here. I am still here. 1 second though. 1 second. How the fuck did he get up there? Holy.
Hello, you absolute legends. In November of last year, the biggest cheater in Minecraft history was finally exposed. After faking multiple world records over a span of more than 2 years, the speedrunner Minecravenger was ultimately caught after it was proven he had modified the game in order to get better luck. In late November, I made a video going over what happened, and at the time, Minecravenger was still adamant that he had only faked one speedrun back in 2020. Now, the Minecraft moderators knew this wasn't the case, because they could prove that he had faked many runs, and they had tangible, concrete evidence that this was the case. Still, Minecravenger had not fully confessed, at least not yet. Recently, just this month, Minecravenger finally came clean and confessed to everything. And what was shocking were the things the Minecraft moderators didn't know about or even suspect had been cheated. It turns out that Minecravenger had cheated much more than anyone suspected, and had cheated in ways that no one even thought of or brought up in the lengthy investigation. In this video, we are going to cover all the ways that Minecravenger cheated that weren't found by the Minecraft moderators. And it's really interesting how, despite the fact that they knew the runs were cheated, and even though they spent time going through all of these runs, they still couldn't detect these particular methods. If these ways of cheating can't be seen, even though people know beforehand the runs are fake, how on earth is anyone supposed to find them under normal circumstances? This obviously raises some hard questions about cheat detection and the future of speedrunning competition. Today, we are going to take a look at the things everyone missed. What were the ways that Minecravenger cheated that even the best runners on the planet and the moderators couldn't detect, even though they already knew the runs were fake? Let's find out. I really hope you enjoy. Now, before we go on, a big thanks to this video's sponsor, Geologie. Everyone should be taking good care of their skin, because if you don't, everyone notices. And when it comes to skincare, you absolutely cannot go wrong with Geologie. I use Geologie for a couple of reasons. One, my skin is very oily, and my wife complains if I don't wash my face. And two, my sleep is terrible, so I get these really bad dark patches under my eyes, so I use the Nourishing Eye Cream to help with that. But Geologie can also help you if you want to fight acne, prevent wrinkles, or target signs of aging. Recently, Geologie has come out with a ton of brand new products, including shampoos and conditioners, as well as body washes and deodorant. And everything I've used so far has been top notch, so I really can't recommend them enough. But don't just take my word for it, Geologie has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Now, for a limited time, if you use my code CarlJobst or scan the QR code on screen, they will give you an exclusive 50% off their award-winning trial set. Plus, they will give you a bonus offer on one of their brand new skin, hair, or body products of your choice if you add it to the trial. Again, just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. Now, before we get into the details, I just wanted to quickly give credit where it's due. Obviously, cheating is a bad thing, and everyone already understands that. But I think we also have to encourage people to come clean in the best possible way after they are caught. So many cheaters simply refuse to admit what happened, or they simply ignore it, and this does nothing to help the community. When a cheater says exactly what they did, even the things they didn't get caught for, and exactly how they did it, this helps tremendously in not only catching future cheaters, but also stopping similar types of cheating in the future. If someone got away with something and it was never uncovered, it tells the community they need to address it immediately and develop systems or proof standards that can prevent it from happening. Ultimately, Minecravenger coming out with the full details, even saying he may release the mods he used, is a good thing. And I think these actions will definitely help his chances of being accepted back into the community after the appropriate amount of time, if he or the community ever wanted that to happen. Remember, in sporting leagues, the penalties for things like doping usually only last a couple of years. Competitors usually come back. However, the people that continue to lie forever will probably never be welcomed back into any speedrunning community ever. Now, all of these specifics were actually released in a video by Minecravenger's brother, NiceTwice, who is also a world-class Minecraft speedrunner. And before anyone jumps to conclusions, there is no evidence that NiceTwice had any idea what was happening, or that he also cheated. Minecravenger also posted his own Q&A video about the cheating on his own channel, and I will put the link to both of these in the description. The first cheated run found by the moderators was achieved back in June 2020, a time of 3:15 in the Set Seed category. This was found by analyzing the loot found in chests, which wasn't possible under normal conditions. What they missed was that this run was also spliced when he enters the end. The splice itself doesn't seem to be detectable. However, because he used an existing save, one of the achievements that is supposed to be showing in the chat box isn't visible. In order to fix this, Minecravenger did some video editing to add in the text, but the job was very poorly done, and you can see the discrepancy of the background colors behind the text. This very well could have been spotted when it was first published, but I guess everyone just missed it. In August of 2020, another run was spliced. Again, this run was already known to be fake because of the chests, but it wasn't known that it was spliced. This time the splice was done at a different time. I'm guessing this was because adding in the achievements manually was too difficult to do convincingly. Therefore, the splice was done slightly earlier to avoid this problem. However, there is one small blemish that gives the splice away, though you can't really blame anyone for missing it. Here, on this frame, is where the splice occurs. You can tell this because the Obsidian text appears on screen, but there is no reason for this to happen. This text appears when you select a new item from the hotbar, but Minecravenger hadn't done that, so there is no reason for the word Obsidian to appear. However, this can show up again if you load a save file. So obviously, at this point, Minecravenger had saved the game and was continuously loading from this point until he got a good end. And then he used video editing to splice everything together. But he was either unaware at the time that the word Obsidian showed up, or just simply thought no one would see it. It's clear that there was a lot more video editing done than previously thought, and a lot more effort going into cheating these runs. However, over time, things got progressively worse. In November of 2020, Minecravenger set a new world record of 221 in the Set Seed category. This run was noteworthy because it had the fastest recorded dragon perch in history, and since that time, no one has been able to replicate it. As knowledge progressed, it seemed like the speed of the dragon in Minecravenger's run was just not possible. Ultimately, he did end up confessing that he manipulated the dragon using a data pack, but he miscalculated the time, and thus it perched too fast. However, what they didn't catch, and perhaps this could never have been caught, is the fact that Minecravenger also artificially spawned a dolphin at the beginning of the run to make the swim to the nether portal a bit faster. This dolphin also made the run pretty special, as it was very lucky, but there was no way you could prove it was faked or that it didn't naturally spawn there just from watching the video. In January of 2022, Minecravenger achieved another world record in the Set Seed category in 1.14. Again, he manipulated chest loot, and manipulated the dragon perch, but what wasn't shown or proven was that he also increased the odds of getting flint from gravel. Normally the odds of getting flint is 10% per block, and this is definitely luck that can end a run, especially when it comes to a run he did a couple of months later in March. Around this time, a new faster seed was found, which was called the Gravel Seed. It was called this because the top runners only had the option to break 1 or 2 blocks of gravel to try and get flint, and if this failed, the run was over. This RNG was a big sticking point in the run, so naturally, Minecravenger increased the odds here as well to achieve a new personal best. This modification to flint drop rates is also undetectable if attempts were done offline. The only way to tell would be to get a large sample size, so just looking at one run won't help. This is why, when Minecravenger did attempts using this modification, he did them offline where no one could watch. Also in March 2022, Minecravenger set a new personal best in the Set Seed category for 1.8. Here the end fight with the dragon is different, where it charges you instead of perching. Now, when I made my first video, people had already pointed out that his dragon charged way too much, and the odds of that happening were in the trillions. And yes, Minecravenger did end up admitting to cheating the dragon charges as well. Then we moved to September 22, and this is where Minecravenger ultimately got caught. When streaming his world record attempts, people noticed he was getting far too lucky with his chests, and this is where the investigation really began. However, the only thing people conclusively showed in these runs was that he altered the loot found in chests. What he actually did was much more egregious. Yes, he altered chests, but again, he also modified the chance of getting flint from gravel. He also made the dragon perch quickly, but this time it wasn't so fast that it was impossible, which actually made it believable. And on top of all of that, he increased the damage that the bed explosions do to the dragon to make the fight easier and more consistent. This increase in damage to the dragon wasn't brought up by anyone, anywhere. No one saw it. It wasn't even on the radar. What's kind of crazy is that Minecravenger did actually stream these runs, because he had changed so much about the run that the odds of him being caught were so high. Perhaps he had gotten away with it for so long that he felt he would just never be caught. but it's precisely because these runs were streamed that he was ultimately found out. Again, if these runs were done offline, no one could have known. Finally, Minecravenger went back and got the Set Seed World record for 1.8, and he again made the dragon charge. But he also increased the damage the crystals do to the dragon to make the end fight easier. Some of the things that Minecravenger confessed to were definitely detectable from day one, things like the obvious video editing mistakes and splices. However, what's troubling are the things that were not detectable, and are still not detectable to this very day. With sufficient coding knowledge, it's possible to modify the drop rates of anything you want, and unless you provide a large sample size, it is extremely difficult to spot. We simply don't know if there are any other faked runs on the leaderboard, because we know that it's possible to cheat in ways that are so invisible they will never be seen. However, this won't always be the case. Currently, there are methods being developed to eradicate all of these issues. For example, a client is being worked on that the top players would need to connect to if they want to submit runs. When played through this client, all of the RNG elements are checked to ensure the game hasn't been modified. I think ultimately, this is where the game is headed, and as long as it's implemented and enforced, it will be extremely difficult to cheat. Personally, I don't think there are many speedruns that currently exist on the ranks that are fake. I'm sure there is probably a few, but I think most of them do get caught out. When I make videos on cheaters, it's always about the players that weren't caught for a long time, but you never hear about the hundreds of faked runs that were caught as soon as they were submitted. And I do think at the very top level, it's always getting harder and harder to get away with it. Thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.
Be afraid, people. God knew that people wouldn't understand him.
Yo, what you want?
I was about to hang up on you.
Thank you. I think you should. I think you should. Okay.
Nah. What you doing?
Just chilling right now. So I DoorDash at 4.
You gonna DoorDash some?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Oh man, you sound like you need money. You need a loan, my nigga? I got you.
Yeah, we'll find out.
You know?
See? That's why I don't ask niggas for shit. Niggas talk about that money, niggas get scared. Niggas get real scared now. So that's when you talk to your boy Ray.
Oh man, probably a minute ago.
Well, like when I was on the phone with you that one day, when he was in Discord.
Back around that time, bro. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I'm ordering my price today, my nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Oh. Is that
Niggas
so?
gonna be mad at me. Niggas gonna be scared of me.
Who?
You know?
Who? Okay.
Some niggas I know.
Who? Who?
I don't like saying names, bro.
Oh man.
I don't want to stir up some drama, my nigga.
How? How? Man?
But I know the niggas is gonna be mad at me.
These niggas should be happy for you. What you talking about? They should be real happy for you.
Niggas gonna be mad at me. Shit crazy.
Who, nigga? Who, nigga? Who? Niggas about to be mad at me. I'm about to get my Oculus.
His name starts with D.
These nuts. Okay.
These nuts.
Got him. Niggas about to be mad at me. I'm about to get my Oculus.
So what?
I'm about to get my VR. Niggas gonna be mad at me.
gonna be mad at me. She crazy.
They gonna be mad at me.
I'm trying to play Rust, my nigga, and shit on niggas.
It's a fact. Going to let that nigga Ray know, and we gonna get busy on Risk.
We gonna get busy, right?
It's a fact. We gonna be raiding. We gonna be running down on niggas for a fact.
Oh yeah.
The game is dead ass lit. I don't know about the other two because they never played mouse and keyboard, but like they gonna want to play and shit. But they just, you know what I mean?
Who?
That nigga Buck and Cold Killer.
That's fine, my nigga.
You gonna use them as bait?
The fact.
That's fucked up. Nigga said that's a fact. Damn. Nigga said baited him.
Baited him.
Baited him. That nigga Bump called me earlier though. I ain't picked that shit up. I ain't gonna hold you. I was knocked out.
I'm just trying to like build a big ass fortress on niggas and shit on niggas.
It's a fact.
I'm just trying to like literally raid every fucking every fucking building, nigga, in that server, bro. Everybody.
Damn, you built different.
Everybody's getting touched, my nigga.
You built different.
Everybody's getting touched.
Everybody getting in touch?
It's a fact.
Damn, nigga, you built different. That's that terrorist talk right there. I like that, man. And we better build our base, nigga, near a fucking what's that shit called? A Zerg? Like near like the lighthouse shit. You feel me? A fucking what's the name? A landmark or whatever the fuck it's called. Not a landmark. Yeah, one of those shit. A stronghold. That have, the recycler, you know? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like a stronghold, like oil rig or big oil rig. I mean, we could do that, or we can build it by a fucking recycler thing. No, facts. Because, I mean, the closer to a recycler is, my nigga, the faster we're going to get iron and shit, bro. Facts. Iron, all that shit. Get them fucking, get those, makeshift shotguns, nigga, as fast as possible. No, facts. MP5. I hate running around with like a fucking shitty ass pistol or like, you know? Oh, that's fact. Or like that, or like the nail gun. I hate running around with the nail gun. Oh yeah, it should be dirt. I need those double barrel shotguns. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you feel me? That's a fact. Or we gotta like really like camp out somewhere and like wait until somebody comes out or some shit or a house. No, he's facts. Like he's loaded, you feel what I'm saying? Just jump that nigga. Yeah. Nah, facts. Wait till that nigga come outside, just smoke him. Right. Like, you know, we'll watch around, see if there's people that come in and out their house or whatever. Yeah. Like, some people come out loaded with mad shit, so it's like... Nah, facts. Well, you know, door camp them little niggas. Yeah, door camp them niggas, like all three of us or whatever, nigga, all four of us. And just, like, wait for that nigga, and with our nail guns, nigga, and just shit on that nigga. He gonna be tight too in game shot. He gonna be like, you guys are gay. Alright. Gotta do what it takes, my nigga. Fact. That shit no joke though. Unfortunately, my nigga, and Russ, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody is safe on that shit. That shit crazy. Yo, for real. Like Quebec niggas be like, nah, don't kill me, bro. Nah, please. Like nothing personal, my nigga. Nothing personal, my nigga. They gonna smoke you and then put it in your butt. It's a fact. Wait, whoa, man. Oh, he said, wait, whoa. That's a fact though. Niggas be going dumb on that shit. Niggas don't be giving a fuck, bro. That's why. Once I hop into that server, bro, I already know what I gotta do, bro. I gotta go stupid. Yeah, go dumb real quick. Yeah, once I spawn, bro, the first thing I'm running to is a rock and a tree. I'm going bananas on that tree. Niggas, I'm going bananas. Why haven't if a bear pulled on you though? I'm out, bro. I'm gone. hammer, build my little base, shit like that, man.
That's a fact. It's a whole fact.
No, we gonna have a system, my nigga. Whoever's not bringing in no kind of resources and shit, that nigga getting shot.
Getting shot? Damn. Yeah, gangster. That's tough.
So like if Buck and that nigga co-killer ain't bring, they ain't putting they weight into the equation, my nigga, I'ma smoke them.
You gonna have to let them go?
That's a fact.
That's tough, my nigga. That's tough.
That's tough. They ain't holding their own weight, my nigga. It's a wrap. Smoke. I'm personally gonna smoke them, especially that nigga co-killer.
That nigga bull killer.
They got rust, both of them.
Yeah. We played it one time. That shit was a bad experience, though.
They suck at it, or?
Oh my god, that's an understatement, my nigga. So basically, there was this one. It was like, I guess this one base got raided near us or whatever, and then like it was a solo, like bringing his loot to his crib back and forth and everything. So I was like, yo, we about to run down this little nigga. This nigga was dead beaming us, my nigga.
Oh man.
I got a couple shots on, but like I thought he had aimbot low key. I'm like, bro, there's no way this nigga's beating me like this.
You were like, ain't no shot.
Yeah, like he was really like headshots. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
That shit was getting tight.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, this kid gotta be hacking, cause like he was really like taking us all out on some wild shit. But like, we was like struggling to even jump him, to be honest. Like I don't know why, cause like they couldn't get their guns situated and shit. I think at one point.
Was shooting on you.
Cause I remember like one time like they went to the base to get the loot, whatever. I was like, yo, he's coming in now. Killed both of them. I'm like, oh man.
You were like, oh man.
Oh man.
Nigga said, oh man.
That's a fact. I was like, oh, this can't be happening. Like, just no shot. And then like we was back at our base or whatever, and then we was on our roof, like on our base or whatever, and I was like, yo, it's easy kill, yo. I guess this nigga Buck tried to throw a nade, and then like the nade fell down and killed all three of us. I'm like, yo, this nigga can't be serious, my nigga.
You were like, those cannot be serious.
I'm like, why you trying to throw a nade? All we gotta do is just shoot the nigga. And keep in mind, like we had like some good guns from like that base too. Like MP5, I think. I don't know if we had AKs, but yeah, like nigga, we had some shit.
You were like, oh man.
That's a fact. Niggas, we was decked out. I ain't gonna hold you. And niggas, I ain't gonna hold that shit. Made me not want to get back on that game with the niggas after that though. I was like, yeah, I'm good for a bit, man. No, like before that though, me and Ray, we used to go sleep on that shit.
Y'all used to go retarded on that shit, or?
That's a fact. We used to have our one boy we used to play with. Like we met him on some random shit too. He's like, yo, can I party over y'all? He was cool as hell and shit. My boy Razor. He be streaming and shit too. He in college and shit. Yeah, that nigga Razor, that's my boy though. He cool as hell.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
I can't do that, man.
Please.
He said, please.
getting a better deal on this website. Hold on, bro. Let me see something.
Oh man. Oh man.
So, man. Bro, because they got a micro center here in Houston. I can go pick up my parts if I get better.
Nah, facts. How was that sound? Yo.
Yo, I might be able to pick up my parts today, bro. I'm getting a better deal.
What at the micro center?
Yeah, because I got a micro center like 20 minutes away from me. And this shit is showing like a way better deal, bro. What the fuck?
Fuck, you might as well.
For real, bro. Because it's like, it's like almost the same price, but a little bit cheaper. The same parts too, man. The same shit. Hold on, I'm trying to build it. You know, I'm trying to build like the cart right now.
No, facts.
See how much it all comes out to. What else do I need? I need supply. Bro, it's because it's giving me the fucking motherboard and my CPU for $286, bro. So I was paying like almost 3 something, bro. They're doing it for $286 on Micro Center.
So
I need to go to my cart, but I can't see my fucking cart. Hold on. If that's the case, I'm building my fucking.
How it sound now?
Niggas gonna be mad at me if I got my PC tonight.
Who gonna be mad at you?
That nigga, I think his name is Damani.
That's crazy.
He said that's crazy. The Mundo.
That's crazy.
That nigga the Mundo. So,
That's crazy.
he said that shit crazy.
That's crazy.
And my sister just got home with the car. Oh, it's lit. I'm about to dip.
You so much of dead.
I'm about to dip, man. I got the cash on me, man. So rap. Niggas gonna be mad at me.
I really don't care.
I really don't fuck. types of shit. Like Best Buy, they don't got like that.
They only got like some of like the new shit and like some of the old weak shit. Like
Right.
shit weird.
I'm sure right now. She's only 20-minute drive, so it's back in like an hour. That's good though, 'cause I don't gotta wait a whole time though. Yeah, literally all the parts that I was looking at, everything, brand new too. Just like,
Niggas kinda lit.
for the low, my nigga. For the fucking low. The only thing I had to change was my CPU, but it's like almost the same CPU.
Nah, I feel you.
Right, it was like an extra like 70, no, how much? Like, an extra like $70 to get like an upgraded CPU. But it wasn't really worth it. At that point, I'm going to be spending a lot of money, almost $900, bro. It's like, hell. I'm good. I'm good paying this fucking $760. Yeah. That's it. I'm ready. I'm leaving.
Ready, leave me alone.
Conversation. I'm with these niggas leaving out this shall be tight. Bring value back to me. I don't for my too long. Alright, top.